You say you like them big? You say you like them fast. How about the kind that bounces you around and shakes you up so good you quiver with excitement? Roller coaster designers utilize the greatest technology of today and yesterday to give you an endless variety of thrilling ride experiences. So, if a body-shaking, head-spinning ride is a necessity, then there are only 2 words you need to know: Big Wood.
Many coaster buffs prefer wooden roller coasters because they are noisier, they are ricketier.
Part of the sensation when you're riding a wooden roller coaster is the feeling that the coaster has some give and take, that you feel the coaster sway.
With wood coasters, you have a lot of structure that's very close to you. And oftentimes the coasters are built turning back on themselves and running through the same structure that they just came out of in such a way that you have what we call head chopper overheads.
And then at certain points, you'll have your hands up in the air and you'll put them back down in your lap because you think that wood's going to get close to you.
When I was 17, I rode the Coney Island Cyclone 1,001 times to break a world record.
Mike Bley didn't just break a world record. His marathon ride on the world-famous Cyclone at Coney Island brought so much publicity, it saved the coaster from a wrecking ball.
The record took 45 straight hours. It was pretty exhausting. It was much more fatiguing than I ever thought it would be. At 17 years old, I just thought it'd be fun.
His life's passion? Terrifying you.
Crazy Mike Bley, today he's designing what I consider some of the best wooden roller coasters that are being introduced.
My love is the wooden coasters. I think they have a very beautiful look. They have a very natural look to them. And I just like wood. I like the feel, I like the sound. I like the kind of ride you get off of a wooden coaster.
Mike designed one of the greatest wooden coasters on the West Coast. Roar at Six Flags Marine World just outside San Francisco.
Roar is an excellent example of the classic wooden coaster. It was designed and built in 1999, yet it harkens back to the classic coasters of the 20s.
Roar may harken back to the old days of coaster riding, but this terrifying wooden monster is a 21st century scare machine.
The key design feature for Roar is that it is so twisted.
Roar would be an experience that hopefully leaves you very confused. You'd come off not being able to figure out what just happened to you, where you went. The ride goes under and over itself 22 times, reaches speeds in excess of 50 miles an hour, and you have about 9 periods of weightlessness in the ride. It's what we call a spaghetti bowl twister.
And the only way to take the extreme turns on this twisted beast is with specially designed coaster cars.
When we design and build a roller coaster, we're concentrating on a good quality ride. We're concentrating on a smooth ride that people can re-ride. They'll have a lot of fun on. So Roar was the first ride that we built that incorporated our own vehicles to it.
The articulated trains are basically the cars hooked together individually as opposed to a 2-bench or 3-bench configuration, which makes for unbelievably tight navigation around turns and drops.
So our vehicles that we put on the ride allowed us to really, with Roar, to really twist up the track a lot more than we could have using an aftermarket vehicle. And Roar was, I think, the first ride where everything came together and allowed us to do these transitions quickly and really make a really incredibly twisted ride, which was what the customer wanted.
This ride may look like something your grandfather rode, but when you hit the lift, you're going to realize Roar is the next generation of thrills. First drop, 90 feet, and the dizzying maze begins. Out of that first turn and up the second hill, catch some nice air before taking a 180-degree return that drives you back down into the belly of the beast. The crossbeams scream by overhead. The entire massive wood structure surrounds you, giving you the feeling that you're going faster than you really are. One thing this ride's known for, the lateral G's. That's what you get when you're thrown back and forth around some of the tightest turns you've ever experienced. Roar delivers one more great design element, the 200-foot tunnel that tosses the last pieces of your mind to the lions. With a 3,647-foot laminated wooden track and a nearly 2-minute ride time, Roar at Six Flags Marine World is Northern California's premier monster wood coaster.